If you're a male singer and you're struggling, while female singers around you seem to have a much easier time singing, I kept wondering the exact same thing while I was in the conservatory as a bass. And it turns out there is a scientific explanation for it that no vocal coach will tell you. So I went to a children's singing competition once, and one thing in particular shocked me. The kids before puberty had a much better technique than the ones right before the 13 or 14-year mark. Night and day difference. And that made me curious whether there was any scientific explanation to it. So it turns out there is. Children have a much easier time singing than adults because their throat and their vocal folds are physically smaller. So a smaller instrument is designed for screaming for hours on end without getting tired. But after puberty, the instrument grows and now you actually have to learn technique because producing a quality sound becomes very difficult without it. And here's where it gets interesting. That led me to question of whether the same difference applies between males and females. And it turns out it's true because a male instrument is much bigger. Longer, thicker vocal folds and a longer throat take much more muscular effort to move and a much finer coordination to control. Female folds, on the other hand, are thinner and the throat is shorter, so a good sound comes out with much less training. And this is pure anatomy and physics. So if you're a man and singing feels harder than it looks for everyone else, it is. You're not less talented, you're just carrying a bigger instrument and nobody has taught you how to move it. DM me anatomy and I'll point you in the right direction.